I guess I should preface this for the YouTube. Hi, this wasn't streamed when I streamed, like, my second 2/3 of New Vegas, because it didn't occur to me to stream until I had already been playing for a while. So that's it. This is the tale of the Vaporious Cowboy, which is more of a legendary retelling of a guy who put no points into charisma and still successfully tamed the Mojave, or Mojave, as certain sources like me tend to call it.
The Mojave.
The Mojave.
Mohave. The Mojave.
Whoever invented Minecraft. So, I'd recommend having your volume on, but feel free to have it low.
Yeah, I see it. Is this the music? This is the default?
No, I made this.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cute. Also, I'm going to add to the beginning of this, I have never played Fallout, nor have I seen anything about it. I'm pretty sure the only context I have for what the story of Fallout is like 5 years ago, a Russian Badger video. So, I mean,
that's one of the reasons I actually asked you, is because Verd is familiar with Fallout, and that kind of ruins it. What you're looking at now it's the official intro, but it's actually also promotional material, which is really cool back in 2010 and still today.
Yeah, pretty fancy.
I'm gonna try not to spoil anything ahead of time, other than, and of all people, Optimorg gave me the paradigm shift I needed. You need to remember, Fallout is where B science happens, 1950s science fiction. It should be obvious, but all too often I kept thinking to myself, this doesn't make sense. And then this guy does this, and that's pretty cool, so I guess that works out. You'll get a quick primer from Ron Perlman, of all people.
Oh.
So I shouldn't have to fill in too many blanks. I'm going to leave the entire game's intro plus the extra bit I edited in. And then it'll kind of pick up right at the tail end of character creation. This is one of the factions. Fuck those guys.
Is that the Caesar guys?
Yeah, the Caesar's Legion.
Yeah.
I forget what their political name is or anything. That's me in the bottom there, about to die.
War.
Oh, okay.
War never changes.
There's that tagline.
This is where it comes from.
Well, Fallout 3 specifically, but you know.
The Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants...
Notice it's only a double-digit number, as opposed to all of Bethesda's 3-digit numbers. This was made by the people who made 1 and 2, not the people who made 3, later 4.
Decades passed. What had been
which is kind of why people like this a lot more than 3 and 4.
Beneath the flag of the new California Republic.
Was
dedicated
3 and 4 were made by Bethesda. 3 and 4 were made by Bethesda, as well as 76, obviously. 1, 2, and New Vegas were made, I forget their name, I'll have to look it up, by the original devs. And it is much better storytelling, or at least people like it more. I'm still working on Fallout 4.
Tales of a city untouched by the warheads that
Fallout 1 and 2 devs.
And a great wall spanning the Colorado River.
Black Isle Studios made 1 and 2.
The
and
NCR mobilized its
holdovers from them who joined Bethesda or something like that went on to create New Vegas.
So is this is the one with the Kaiser Legion and the NCR fighting over Hoover Dam? Is that
a vast army of slaves?
That from this game?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so it must have been this one that I watched the video on, because that's what I remember.
It's the only one Russian Badger made a video about.
Oh, okay.
I did not follow in his footsteps. You will see.
The Legion did not retreat. Across the river.
Yeah, right now Ron Perlman is talking about some years ago. There was a battle of the Hoover Dam, and the NCR successfully defended New Vegas.
The New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business.
Wait, did the NCR control New Vegas? I thought New Vegas was its own little thing.
No, it is controlled by the New California Republic. The adorable little faction you helped foster all the way back in Fallout 1. Oh, shit. Drop my phone. I have not played that, but I've already designed a character for it. It'll be Baxter Dudley, the homeschooler. You know, braving the wasteland.
Yes. For the worse.
You got what you were after.
And so again, in the effort of not spoiling things, all I'm going to say is that's me.
Guess who's waking up over here?
the guys on either side of that man in the middle were technically pointed out. I forget the name of their band because I kill all of them later or something like that.
Maybe cons kill people.
They're the cons, right?
But I ain't a fink. Dig.
And here's where I started editing stuff in. This is AI up-resed, by the way.
You've made your last delivery.
Okay.
It looks terrible because I've rendered the video down to 720.
From where you're kneeling must seem like...
And before you get excited, that is a Browning High Power and not a Colt 1911.
Yes. Also,
because apparently they were...
Right,
well, yeah, that too. Apparently they're really interested in 9mm over 45 in this game.
Yeah. Also, I love how he was carrying a full-size pistol in his freaking vest coat pocket in a buttoned-up fitted suit without any printing whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, welcome to 2010, but you'll be surprised what I can hide in my armor late game.
That's kind of standard fare for any kind of looter.
Oh man, he's holding 6 different rifles, 2 knives, a shotgun, a grenade launcher, and his bare hands.
Also, the freaking 16 wheels of cheese and nitrojet drugs that he just injects mid-combat when he's not bullet timing you with his freaking aimbot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm guessing this is all...
Yes, this is me.
Okay.
So the special significance of this song, this is a very popular song in meme culture, but the tagline for the entire album and the song is, "It's all in your head." And literally, and you just got shot in the head is the running theme here.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, but you can see the Fallout guy getting shot to shit in the background, like in RoboCop. And I forget where I found the source of this. I think that's an actual high power little X-ray, or it's a 1911. Which I'm pretty sure I stole from a Roblox game that had its own wiki page for some stupid reason. They were like, yes, the wiki entry for the Browning High Power in a Roblox game. Oh, right. This is from Fallout 4, one of the little instructional videos they made. But I figured unlocking the key to being a cowboy would work out. I forget his name. I honestly forget his name. That's him in the background. He is digging your, quote, corpse out right now.
Oh.
That's also promotional material from back in the day.
Well, fortunately for you, you're not quite dead. They did a terrible job of burying you.
Oh,
hey, you've added to inventory.
I guess it doesn't really matter when you've been shot in the freaking head.
Spoilers, you're getting things added to your inventory, therefore you are still alive.
I intentionally left this in because it is the most immersive... Yes, I'm waking up from a coma, but I also have this cool stuff in my backpack.
You've not cold a couple of days now.
This is Doc Mitchell. I don't think I will talk to him ever again in this show.
Let's see what
okay.
Yeah, look at the top left. 5 bleak venom have been added. Lightweight metal armor.
Oh, so this is how they do character creations.
Yeah, in this game,
cool.
In this game, it's a little organic. In Fallout 3, you are literally being born, and then they plug in a little machine that will further age your genetic sample to show what you'll look like. Which is really silly when you make a fat fucking turd and you go, "It's me." Yes, this man was also in a vault, so he has actual doctor medical training, you know.
Yeah, apparently he can freaking fix headshot wounds from...
Well, you know, a whole lot of luck involved. I skipped ahead to the end of... Here's me fiddling with a couple mustaches.
Grizzled samurai.
Serious Sheik or Ronin. Are you sure you want... Yes, this will be my character. I play most in first person, so even back then I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put a hat on and be done with it. Now, let's be real careful. I haven't stood up since I was put in that coma.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the
Personal space there, Doctor.
Yeah, he's like real close to you. Also, the AI upscaling does look pretty good.
No, this is no longer upscaled.
Oh, really?
This is actual gameplay footage. Only the intro was upscaled. I found somebody else who did it. Oh yeah, he's telling me to be real careful since I just woke up.
So you're freaking straight jumping like it's CSGO.
More like it's Doom, yeah. I skipped this. There's a bunch of funny little...
Character creation.
Well, there's a bunch of funny little names. That's what I ended up with. 10 agility, 10 luck, 8 strength, and middling and everything else. My personal rule is always to max out luck. Yeah, and he even comments on my good luck.
That's funny.
I don't know. I think This little thing you're doing adjusts your perks and a little more stat.
Couple of questions.
I left it in because it's more more involved than just picking numbers on a graph.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I mean, I'm getting a Rorschach test here.
Word.
However you pronounce
I want
that.
you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Or the Rorschach test comes up.
House. Night.
I was trying to pick a character who wasn't inherently evil, but was certainly willing to throw down, like a good cowboy.
Yes.
I forget, I haven't come up with a name, but my Fallout 3 character, who's not related to any other Fallout characters, I think, is going to be blankety blank the Dick of DC, and he's just going to be a fucking asshole.
You're gonna be the Dick of Doom.
The Dick of DC. Sometimes I'll call him the Dick in DC. Anything that makes fun.
Yeah.
Just ain't in my nature.
Conflict ain't in my nature. Strongly disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I like how his little brain test is worded like for
The
cowboys.
center of attention.
Yeah. I'm always fixing to
Slow
be.
to embrace new ideas.
I think I may.
Charge in to deal
I think I may have been kind of leaning towards a sort of autistic lean with this guy as well, especially with the low
You
charisma.
say you have a look at this. Tell me what you see.
Yeah, here's the Rorschach test. What do you see? An angry two-headed ant. Or apparently a shadow in a
Surprised,
door
like,
frame.
Nuke isn't on there.
For all we know, this test was involved before the nukes dropped.
I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like.
Oh, yeah. This one does look like two bears to me right now.
It also looks like a mushroom.
Oh, that
cloud.
mushroom cloud, yeah.
Yeah.
I also see a skull in there.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe
I don't have anything to compare it to, so here's your results.
You're the only one I've ever done this to.
Despite being the doctor of Good Springs, and then you can just manually adjust a few bonuses if you want. I think I left one in speech as a token towards maybe I have to talk to somebody at some point. Yeah, sneak sounds right. Yeah, that's already 42. That's high.
before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out.
Just ignore this
How
one.
about no?
Oh yeah, my mouse sensitivity I felt was too high.
It looked really high.
Yeah, I turned it even lower and used the DPI
I
button
hate
on there.
games where even like the very bottom tick of the sensitivity is still too sensitive.
That's one of
We need a
those
better gradient.
tends to happen with console ports more, which this was definitely one.
Yeah.
Wild,
but still,
yes,
like,
Wild
just put a-
Wasteland is very important as a perk because you can't get it later, I don't think, and having it will enable it'll flag a whole bunch of little things that just show up. One of which will happen in this video. I found it.
What does Wild Wasteland do?
It literally just makes goofy stuff appear every now and like little Easter eggs and stuff people
Come with me. I'll
put in like late game or I think like the third DLC. You find a bunch of dogs playing poker in a test chamber. And then you always know if it's an appropriate Wild Wasteland because it gives you a little thing in the top
A little
left.
sound cue? Oh.
Yeah.
These are yours.
And then he gives me my stuff back on top of all my DLC
I
content.
gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip.
That platinum chip is plot specific. I don't think I'll get to it for a good number of hours.
They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them.
The Pip-Boy is also impressive. You can see by my mouse I'm already fed up.
To be now,
But I wanted to catch all the dialogue I caught, so I didn't skip any of it.
I know what it's
Gotcha.
like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick
He's also telling me not to go outside in my boxers.
Anyway,
Thanks for giving me clothes after you gave me a freaking psych exam.
here for it. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you.
Ah, yes. Sunny Smiles is the tutorial on how to shoot guns.
Ah.
She'll likely be at the saloon.
This does look a little bit familiar. I might have
The
watched...
saloon might be able to help you out.
Well, if you're at all familiar with Fallout 3, it's the same exact... It's literally the same engine. Nothing
Anyway,
different.
If you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up.
And I guess Oblivion as well.
I'm pretty sure...
I chose not to enable hardcore mode.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I'm
pretty sure
fiddling
I
with my
did
FOB
watch
as
one
well.
of these before, but the guy literally screwed it up in the first like 10 seconds because he left here and then freaking killed everybody or started a fight with everybody in the town on accident and killed everybody.
Well,
because he didn't realize he killed that doctor dude because he came at him with a laser pistol or something.
So yeah, I didn't do that here. I did do something similar to that later game.
Oh, I believe it 100%.
Which absolutely ruined, and I decided not to say, yeah, that's a whole bunch of DLC chat stuff I just skipped over. It's like, oh, you now have access to a radio signal explaining how you can start a DLC. I'm like, wow, cool. There's me. Good old...
Yeah,
look
freaking blue-haired...
There's the guy.
Nerd. Get ready
Victor,
to
that's
start
his
your
name.
own-
Look at him.
Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
He is a good friend. He's also a robot.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
I like these robots because they're all big and bulky, but they're unique to this game. Plot-wise, they're pretty much produced in or around Vegas, and they didn't spread before the war.
I laid low.
Oh, okay.
Once they'd run off,
Oh yeah, apparently he wasn't able to use his guns to help me, so he had to come and pick me up later, and hopefully I was
Couldn't
still...
he use... Wait, does he have guns on him?
Yes, yes. Pretty much every robot's armed in this series.
Why didn't he just shoot the guys that attacked you?
I forget if I forget if he says or not, but I think he decided it was best not to start a row. Here's me fiddling, I guess, with my loadouts. Yeah.
Oh, they do start you with a gun. Oh, they start you with
No, this is all DLC junk. I think you just start with like a piddly little pistol otherwise.
10 mil pistol.
Yes, that is the oops.
This game makes pretty good use of the 10 mil.
The 10 mil pistol is like the what's the iconic gun of Fallout? The 10 mil, the big bulky square gun.
Yeah, it's a automatic 357 essentially.
Yes. This is just a store. I don't know what he's doing. Chet? Ugh.
He's doing
That's not a cowboy name.
When Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office.
He didn't think I'd survive a headshot. How dare he?
I don't imagine having that perception.
Oh no, your skull exploded down by the graveyard. How could that have been survivable?
You get a hollow point through your cranium there.
Other than that, he runs the general store. I think I talked with him like 4 more times over.
Can do.
I largely skipped the crafting in this game. Large swaths of exploration. Look, man, I have a mission, and it's to get that guy in the checkered suit back. I forget exactly... Actually, I think I remember how I deal with him, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
40 millimeter grenades? Like this?
Yeah, apparently you can just buy... Obviously, I don't have a grenade launcher.
This post-apocalyptic setting is very well kitted.
Well, Vegas was not nuked. That's a specific plot point that I think we skipped over. It survived, hence the Hoover Dam still existing and electricity being plethrous around here.
Proliferous?
Whatever you want.
Proliferated?
It's why Vegas has still got lights on, for sure.
Yeah. Although I don't really imagine that Vegas would be a target for nuclear weapons in an actual war.
That's the point, exactly.
That's worth nuking. In fact, it's probably worse off if you leave it alone.
That's kind of...
It's not exactly self-sustaining.
Well, yeah, that's exactly the point is, yeah, of course Vegas won't get nuked. So let's make a video game about there still being a Vegas, 200 years later. I'm just idly browsing his goods, I guess. I don't have any money. I have 18 money to my name.
Yes.
So
oh yeah, this is where the stores have actual money inventory.
Yeah.
The new Vegas type.
Oh yeah, I'm asking him about the guy who shot me. All he knows is a new Vegas type with 2 gang members.
Yeah, somebody in a freaking checker suit.
Yeah, it's a little bit of anachronism, I think, is what it's called when the lore breaks. In Fallout 1, you used caps as currency because they were hard to manufacture or, counterfeit, and they could be backed up by...
like, steal something and then drop it on the floor?
Well, I picked it up and moved it, and I decided not to commit theft immediately.
That's good.
Yeah, in Fallout 1, caps are used, you can't counterfeit them, and they're backed by water, which was a finite resource that could be filtered or produced or something, so it had a good value, like the gold standard.
Yeah.
By Fallout 2, the New Californian Republic had whatever their dollars are called. That's probably actually what they were called, is just dollars.
Uh-huh.
To the point where you find a secret stash of hidden caps, 5,000 of them, and now they're worth less than the metal they're made of. And then suddenly Bethesda's in charge and we're back to caps. Even in a I'm literally... NCR dollars exist in this game. You can actually get them currency exchanged. You can also do it with the Kaisar money that I forget what it's called. But caps are still the go-to for money, because herder. Here's where I was shot.
It also doesn't make any sense, like, because
there's my grave.
Bethesda games, aren't the other games set like in Virginia or something, or
no, they're the
Washington?
West Coast.
So wait, really?
Yeah, no, they're the West Coast.
Okay, which games were set on the East Coast?
The Bethesda games. Fallout 3 is in DC. Fallout 4 is in Boston or something.
Yeah, so those are using bottle caps, but they've adapted them out in.
In Fallout 2, you were using, I haven't played it, but money dollars.
So
and it was phased, and it makes a little bit of sense because the West Coast has no presence on the East Coast. So
well, yeah, it makes sense that would happen, that it would phase out after a while. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense that they would go back to using bottle caps in the other games, because it doesn't make sense that the West and East Coast that have no contact with each other would adapt the same currency for reasons.
Well, it was franchise iconography reasons is the real answer.
Yeah.
The same reason a character from Fallout 1, I think, shows up in 3, even though he has no reason to have traveled across the continent on foot.
Right.
But
yeah,
whatever.
without like modern transportation, even just like
this is Easy Pete.
City to city would be really.
I apparently chose not to talk to Easy Pete.
What a shame.
Cheyenne, stay.
This is the local saloon / this lady will tell me how to fire a firearm, because apparently I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
which is the silliest thing, because the 4th DLC, Lonesome Road, goes into your own backstory a bit, and you learn that you were a dangerous man even before you got shot in the head.
The fact that you're currently carrying weapons on you means you probably know how to use them.
No one cared who I was until I was shot in the head.
And then everybody got really excited because they thought they could loot me, and then that damn doctor brought me back from the dead, and everybody was like, aw. To put his stuff back. That dog is huge.
Ego dog.
Everything all right?
I mean, kind of small compared to some of the later animals I face. At least in threat.
Well, I mean, but like for a dog, that's a wolf-sized animal.
Well, I mean, I'd prefer that to a lot of the alternatives.
Well, yeah. I'm just.
I have a night scope for my varmint rifle.
That you have. You have a you have a varmint rifle.
That's the right idea. Try crouching down and.
Apparently, it's so weak it can't break glass bottles.
Well, that's a start.
I mean, if it's a 22, it might.
Came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
I don't remember if it's a 22 or a 5.56.
Geckos away from our water supply anyway. Critters are
Yeah, the next tutorial is now to do the same thing on NPCs. Yeah, end tutorial. I think I've learned enough about how to shoot firearms.
Let me shoot geckos really quick.
Oh,
I'm assuming that this being Fallout, the geckos are.
Yes, the varmint rifle is 5.56. I just saw it. I've decided to instead switch to a break open. And she has also decided not to work. Old game. I tried to go light on the modding.
Right?
Mostly, yeah. I wanted to ask you some questions, like why are you standing there and not helping me with my tutorial? I went light on the modding, mostly doing bug fixes. I don't think I added anything that added content, quote unquote. But I never saved my mod list, so I have no idea what I modded this with.
So every once in a while we might see some random crap that doesn't.
Well, I think this one may have happened regardless. I don't do it. Don't get excited. Not that I'm a quote unquote good guy, but I do try not to be a dick.
Yeah, you're being the stereotypical drifter. You're like the man with no name.
Yeah, I'm certainly trying to help.
Not a good guy.
There are certain.
He's definitely not an asshole.
Well, yeah, I don't kill innocent people often, and I generally try not to associate with cannibals and the like.
Yeah, these are all good things. These are good starting points.
Sure, I understand if you don't want to have a drink with me, but I also don't understand why you're attacking me.
She figured it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's going the other way.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, I get what you mean, though. That's a more stereotypical, like, Plains person.
I take a sip from my trusty Vault 13 canteen. Ooh, yeah, I think I only decided to go with this tutorial for the off chance of a little loot before I really started doing my own thing. Salamanders are attacking the water supply because, you know, local wildlife can totally bother with industrial plumbing that survived 200 years in the desert.
Especially, like, post-apocalyptic, like, survived a nuclear war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's certainly taking a roundabout path.
He doesn't really want to fight chameleons or lizards, whatever they are.
Her dog's gone. I don't know where. I don't think we see it again, ever. Are we going to like make out point or something? What are we doing here?
Oh, geckos.
Yeah, well, post radiation, they could really be anything.
Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital.
I have a shotgun, and these are unarmored animals. I don't need to sneak.
You're learning, though.
Yeah, this was recorded,
Don't worry about it.
I think, a year and a half ago, minimum.
Caution. Danger. Caution.
Danger means they're aware of me. So I solved that problem. Look at that reload, by the way.
That's that picture you showed.
Yeah. I don't think I had bloody mess at this point, but, you know, chances are chances. And there's the local water supply.
Yay.
A bucket.
They're, like, turning it off or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta keep the wildlife clear, I guess. That water is special,
Also,
though.
those are-
It's not radiated or irradiated.
You're getting
Yeah.
There's 2 more wells that still need clear.
Oh, yeah, I think I do end the
I don't
tutorial
blame you.
here.
I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox.
It's like, oh, if you want to help, you can. Oh, I don't want to help. Okay, I'm heading back.
Wait, no, yeah, she heads back, too. She's like, oh, if I'm not gonna get help, then everyone's just gonna dehydrate to death, you idiot.
I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
The top left just told me that I crippled one of the gecko's forelegs.
Dude, those things are huge.
Yeah. Hence why the dog is bit. Yeah, a lot of these quests here, I think the last like 5 or something are DLC specific. And the only thing I looked up before doing any of them was like an appropriate level to start at, which kind of guided when I did them.
Yeah, there is a problem with games like this. There's a problem in Borderlands as well. With all the DLC, it kind of takes you out of the immersion of the beginning because it's just like, oh, here's all this DLC stuff that's going to trigger like the second you get in, and it's going to give you a bunch of stuff. And also, here's all these quests that you can do, but you need to be like way higher level to try them.
Yeah, the DLCs in this, I forget. I think in Borderlands you get to leave the area, but in this you're kind of stuck in there until you finish it.
Well, yeah, that was what I was going to bring up. The Borderlands one, at least it splits it up into separate maps.
That man with the NCR Correctional, New California Republic Correctional Forces vest is actually a member of the Powder Gangers.
Get out.
They are not liked by the locals because they are all dicks.
What do you want?
He looks like a dick.
What's that you said about Ringo? What's going on in the rest of the wasteland?
He'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory.
Oh,
He's hiding.
yes, apparently some local didn't want to pay these guys the toll, so he shot them. And now they're upset at us for some reason, because it's our fault?
It is now. Me and the rest.
Yeah, they successfully busted out of prison and formed the Powder Gangers, and they have all been massive problems ever since.
Oh, okay.
What were you in prison for? None of your damn business.
Rob some people, burn some things.
I think this was a speech check to
Yeah.
ingratiate myself to his ego. Then he just runs away, and I'm like, you know what? I think I can solve this problem right now. And I shot him in the back with a shotgun twice. I am now immediately vilified by the Powder
Even though
Gangers.
that guy was being a freaking douchebag and threatening to shoot up
His
the town
entire gang will have nothing to do with me.
for
but
your overwhelmingly monstrous behavior.
And then I proceed to also steal, everything he had.
Yeah. What's a stealth boy?
It is science technology. It does what it sounds like it'll do.
I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Jeff.
And now the locals are rightfully upset that the gang might be upset and come here and do something.
And I don't think they're gonna care who was involved in his death or not.
I mean, that does make
What's done
sense.
is done.
Yeah.
So,
The downside, and I will spoil this, I never realized that there is a quest to have a shootout with the powder gangers. I just left Good Springs with this powder gangers problem. I did solve it later, but in a different manner.
One of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
She's now upset that one of the people who shot me broke her radio.
Oh no.
But yes, the powder gangers are a massive problem in this area because they're a small gang that doesn't do much, really.
From the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with critters that just
yes.
get mad
So
and shoot 'em.
the map is rectangular in a portrait orientation, and you start about in the center on the left side. New Vegas is on the north center. You cannot go straight to New Vegas. She is currently explaining that there are death claws in the way.
Take Highway 93 up.
And I shouldn't have to explain that that's a problem.
Yeah, death claws. I feel like I've seen pictures of them before. They look like little dinosaurs, right?
I'm sure.
Yes, they're technically iguanas, but they're actually orcs.
Oh.
They've been given the same virus that created orcs, and it created, those dinosaur things.
That makes sense,
Another satisfied customer.
Also, it looks like she has a mustache. I'm sorry.
There's always some
Oh, no, I see it a little bit.
But the biggest news has
Well, the bitrate's super low. I rendered
Yeah.
the smallest file I felt I could handle. Yeah, apparently I skipped a lot of questions I could have asked her.
Killers,
Oh,
all kinds of trouble. They drift
she's
out
also
like
explaining
normal
the
soldiers.
Legion.
There's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is
The Legion is a running force of civilization. They have done great strides at oppressing, raping, and brutalizing everyone who disagrees with them at all. Therefore, civilizing
Be
everybody.
Be careful out there.
Yes, of course. I guess it would have been a little too on the nose if they had dressed in brown shirts and been going around Sieg-heiling everything.
Well, the Roman Legion is... I don't know what I'm doing here. The Roman Legion is different from, the Third Reich. Oh, no, I'm trying to steal that. I need to do it out of view. I take a sip from my trusty canteen before I commit theft. I am now hidden as I am out of sight. I have lost karma. Anyways, I'll be seeing you later. Let me just equip this gun I found.
I like how it's like, you can't steal that because they'll see you. Oh, what if I pick it up and carry it into the hallway?
Well, no, it's a major thing in Oblivion, Fallout 3, New Vegas. I think even, yes to Skyrim. I forget about Fallout 4. If you put a bucket on their head, they can't see you, so you can just steal everything in the shop.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
They went that away as the quest I have to work on.
It's like, I can't take this and put it in my pocket, but I can take this and walk
It's
over
not in
here
my pocket, and I just
put it
walk
in my
out.
pocket and then walk out. Ah, let me just add this. Are those working motorcycles?
No. I believe they might... If I had to guess, thinking about it, they might actually be gas-powered, but there's a good chance they're nuclear-powered. Oh, yes, I now know where the correctional facility is. I'm also informed that everyone there fucking hates me.
Well,
because I just murdered Joe Cobb as he was running away from cussing out the saloon manager. Or lady.
and also threatening to shoot up the town, and also just being a general arse.
Apparently I'm collecting a thumbnail here.
Your freaking blue hair, man.
Well, that is this color, or this character's color is the light blue, as you saw in the intro. Let me go sell some stolen goods, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Sunset Sarsaparilla.
You've once again lost karma.
You looking to buy some supplies?
I'm looking to
Can do.
I think you can't sell stolen goods to upright vendors.
people that you just stole from.
Yeah.
No, silenced 22 pistol. That's cool.
I forget why I bought that, because it's... yes, let me take over the wasteland with a 22.
I mean, technically, if you're just like...
I'm not that sneaky.
Well, I know, but I mean, if you're just trying to survive...
Give me a shout
like,
if you need anything else.
in general off of the stuff that's going to be living in a desert, a 22 will see to most of it.
Well,
it'll kill like rabbits.
Did you not see that geckos?
Obviously, there's a bit of a difference in this scenario because the things that you're fighting have all been just sucking down nuclear radiation for about 300 years. So,
this is explaining that I could the outfit I'm wearing will now have enemy powder gangers at a distance will think I'm one of them. I don't think I make very good use of this dynamic throughout most of the game, because it's a lot more fun to not be convinced that we're friends.
Yes, and then just straight up firefight them.
Yes, of course. Especially
It's
when
a
I
very
get...
persistent little windstorm that's going on in this town. That's kind of cute.
It is the desert. So
Also, that revolver kind of looks dinky. Like, I don't know why.
I mean, I
Maybe
am
it's just
level...
because of the angle.
I am level 1.
Well, it just doesn't look very solid.
I know I get a 44 at some point, which is a lot bigger. And I forget if I used it a lot or not, but there's a 45-70.
Yeah, those things are...
I'm under the impression that some sort of cinematic look will be nice, and then I give up on it. I'm now leaving Good Springs. I have done very little to help anybody. All I've done was I killed a man, made it worse for everyone else, and then proceeded to
some little geckos.
And here's a Wild Wasteland moment. There's a suave gambler hat.
Is that the free?
That's why I was asking about Indiana Jones. This game came out. This came out in like 2010, 2011, and Indy 4 was 2008.
So maybe that was
No, it's explicitly yes. That would not have shown up if I did not have the Wild Wasteland perk. I look cool in the hat. I'm gonna put the other hat back on. Oh no! I used my pre-war hat to repair my suave gambler hat.
Ah.
I think the suave gambler hat gave me a bonus that I wasn't reading just now.
It also looks just cool looking.
These binoculars were not useless. Yeah, there's a roller coaster.
It's a freaking theme park. That's cute.
I think it's one of them little like off-strip casinos, really. But yeah, / hotel.
So wait, that's the prison that the guy broke out of?
No. I forget where the prison is. I do not go there immediately.
Oh, okay. Which is good. Broke out. They walk like a half a mile away to the first town they found, and immediately started.
We own this place.
It's like,
no, you don't.
Yes, clearly your escape attempt has gone so well.
I think I found a good, interesting piece of loot. Gene skydiving, which I honestly thought meant that it was an open thing to do. Right, like I can skydive right now. It's a shack. Yeah. What could be in here for skydiving?
Whoa,
there's a friend of his. I have a shotgun. 10% chance to hit, but with like a bunch of pellets per hit, means I still miss.
Oh, that hit. My super.
Oh yeah, there's a stick of dynamite, and then I got him.
Oh.
Yeah, he went.
Sent it.
Yeah, the nice thing is you do get to steal every gun you find.
That is good. Do you have a limit to how much stuff you can throw in your...
Yes, a weight limit. Which, I'm currently at 72 out of 320, either pounds or kilograms, I forget.
Oh, wow, it really is skydiving. There's a freaking plane.
Yeah, obviously not today, but... I kind of regret not using the dynamite, but I was not going for a full Western cowboy. I was going for the Vaporious cowboy.
Yes.
More of a gunslinger than a Wild West type. Apparently, I was also enthralled with the airplane.
I was wondering if that was like because it's something that you can obviously interact with.
No, it is just a prop.
Oh, okay.
I cannot lockpick anything here, but I did find a laser RCW. I forget what that means, but it is a. I think
really
it's an
cool weapon.
I think it's a Tommy gun, actually.
It's a really cool weapon.
I think visually it's an off Tommy gun. Yeah,
it is a Tommy gun.
Unfortunately, I have 26 laser shots in there, so I don't really get anything out of it yet.
It's still really cool.
There's nothing on the ham radio, which is, powered right now. Wait, there's a little Morse code tappity right in front of it. Yeah. Oh, I found the key and then stole everything, so I had no idea what I just took. This game is great.
Yes. Well, technically, that was on you.
I know.
That shotgun they gave you right away is pretty good, because that thing is a 12 gauge, right?
The caravan, the caravan shotgun.
Yeah, the other ones are just a 20 gauge.
Which I guess I'd rather have 20 gauge if I'm in a survival situation, rather than a combat one.
I mean, there's not really much of a difference.
I got my cargo pants, my hoodie, and my laser Tommy gun.
Yes.
All right.
Really kitted out for the post-apocalyptic life.
All right, 2021 dig. There's nothing here. There we go. So there's a trailer to our right, and I vaguely remember something funny happening there.
Are you
And
gonna
if it happens,
shoot somebody
I'll
in the face?
Well, yes. If it happens, I'll explain some of the long-running joke of this series, which I was aware of even before, like, the second DLC. Which is like Elmer Fudd being aware that he is not, you know, a very good hunter. It's kind of funny, but oh god. That is also a little powder ganger hideout, that trail. Yeah, I see him right there. Bam!
Oh, jeez Louise.
Got a critical strike on his entire, you know, upper arm. And his friend's dead, too. Oh, it's a single action 357.
Yes. Okay, I guess just the angle that you're holding it on. If you're looking at it from the
there
side,
it is.
does
That's a
look pretty-
landmine.
Oh. Hey, look at you.
This is why I wasn't playing in hardcore mode, because it means more when you
Would've
can't just
killed you.
stim pack it away. Landmines are a running theme in in this playthrough.
Is that because you run over them a lot?
Yes, it is. The only thing I had like a rougher time was a couple bouts of wildlife incidents.
Lady Killer, which is you with a knife in one hand and a...
Oh yeah, some of these, I think, yeah, rapid reload. All of your normal weapon reloads are 25% faster. It's like, hell yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Lady Killer gives you a bonus against women. I forget what intense training does. My guy's got a big old frown on him. I need to take another stim pack, I believe. But let's go ahead and just steal his stuff, too.
So did you kill the second guy through the first guy, or did you just shoot the other guy?
I shot a second time. You just weren't looking,
Oh,
I
okay.
guess. I'm so mad I didn't do the dynamite stuff.
Wait, did it give you a red steel icon for the dynamite for the two guys you just shot?
Yes. Unironically, yes. I decided
That
against...
is-
Oh!
You
But
did?
notice that my karma didn't go down.
Yeah, because everybody's dead.
Well, it would have upset the powder gangers, who are the bad
Who
guys.
you've already killed.
Well, they're bad guys regardless. Oh, a laser pistol.
Yeah, and a cowboy hat. And ammunition.
Yeah, the little take thing is... oh, yeah, if you sleep, all your wounds magically heal away.
Dude, that's fantastic.
So I'm doing way better now.
Dude, it's like that in real life, too. If I stub my toe, if I fall asleep, it'll, like, stop hurting.
Yeah, dude, I carry
usually.
chloroform for just such an occasion. I don't want to get caught in a car crash and have to crawl away.
Just cut yourself at work. Like, well...
Oh, there's another landmine.
Hey, there's another one.
Yep.
I'm gonna go back and sleep again?
Yep. Because it's less expensive than using a stim pack. Yeah, in hardcore mode, stim packs are required and a lot harder to
Also,
come by.
Can we just talk about for a second how this gang of outlaws has decided that the best defense for their hideout is to put landmines within 20 feet of their hideout?
Look at that little gecko goblin. Look at him.
Aw.
There he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, no,
wow, those things are terrifying.
It's almost as if, Evan, you might expect that the prison population might not actually be the smartest population.
Well, that is true. It's only the smart ones.
And the only reason I had trouble taking care of them later was because I'm one man. I was still save scumming, but I was a one man.
This is true.
Yeah, radiation,
There's that little puddle
schmadiation.
of radioactive sludge.
One rat a second, whatever. I can take a couple more runt guns. Los Angeles and nipped. Yeah, that's. I never realized they had road signs that far away.
Oh, there's another little dude.
A little gecko. They're so adorable how they were just boom. Yeah, look at that reload. I love it.
I just love the way that they run at you.
He's running away.
It's like, wait.
Oh, that's the 10 mil.
Oh.
Yeah, he took the first hit. That was it.
Yeah. Whoa, that reload. Oh, wait, you do have a grenade launcher.
Yes, I do, actually. Yeah, no, my reloads are wicked fast. So I think very early on, I was like, I'm going to be a gunslinger.
Yeah, that was like Call of Duty levels.
That's an important
freaking...
plot thing up there, those two statues.
Oh, I thought those were people. I was like, wow, those are really large.
No, they put a bunch of scrap metal together and said, look at our union, we're great factions talking.
Yeah. And then they're, Since they have Union in the name, they must be Russian.
Well, this is an NCR.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going?
Yeah, look, some local schmuck is trying to tell me what to do.
Some convicts from the
yeah.
the road have taken over the town.
So while we have met a couple powder gangers, a lot of them are right across the bridge here,
Tribes are ready.
just holding on to the village so that they're not holed up in a prison some more.
Back up to good street.
Yes.
Be careful.
I decide not to smart off to the NCR trooper with an armed, cohort.
Stay on the west side of the ocean.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. You show a surprising amount of restraint.
Not later, I promise.
No, I believe you. I'm just surprised that it's taken this long.
I am unarmored is the easy answer. I am armed, but unarmored.
The second I think I can get away with it, trust me, I will be the biggest asshole.
It's kind of freeing. Not having consequences for your actions.
You wonder why people are so different in the real world versus on the internet.
Yeah. What's the saying? The number one thing stopping murder is getting caught for murder. That.
The number one reason for people being a douchebag on the internet is you can't get punched through a computer
Sergeant
monitor.
McGee.
Yeah. With those glasses, of course, his name is McGee.
Those are just goggles, but he still looks like a fat nerd. I don't even talk to him, just bye.
They just call you sir, like an officer.
He's just trying to be polite. They do, like, occupy the territory, but they're not trying to make enemies out of the locals. Here's some NPCs doing their thing. Sitting down.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California.
This is the local quest giver, because he has a name.
Company.
Yeah.
Business.
What's your business?
Not looking at you. He's like looking off to your left.
Yeah, I think he's looking at the NPC behind me.
As you can probably tell, we aren't doing
Or he's like, civilians.
I won't make eye contact with this idiot.
The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies.
I'm just going to sit here and be interrogated by this random dude that just walked in.
Yeah, I'm asking about the enemy force right now, as if he even has to answer. And he's honestly like, yeah, they're actually really well armored, and we have like 10 dudes here. Do you have any more information about the convict population?
Will you tell me anything about my mission that I am going to totally not embark on while you're here?
I like to believe my guy isn't making eye contact either. Just because
Just
of
both
the
looking at each other.
We're both just looking at, but not at each other.
Yeah, you're looking past each other.
He doesn't like me, and I'm too autistic to make eye contact, is what it is.
Simply, the NCR is
He doesn't want to look at me. My eyes don't look the same direction.
One looks left and the other looks up.
a bunch of degenerate slavers led by a man
who
calls himself Caesar.
Yeah, these guys say Caesar. Every Roman type calls him Kaiser.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, because technically no one really knows what the Roman legions are anymore due to a lot, lack of books.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how they determined that they were going to be Romans and why they even have the term Romans.
So I think this doesn't come up because I didn't ask him, so I'll just spoil it now. They're a riff on the Roman legion because I forget his original name, but the Kaiser literally found a book explaining Rome, as you find.
Of course.
And he was like, this would be a really great way to civilize this goddamn savage wasteland I live in. So he did.
By
being the Roman. No, not even more savage, just by being the Romans.
Supplies the Republic with power.
I think he started off.
I guess that's true. The Romans were pretty.
They were exceptional.
Nasty in real life.
They were exceptionally savage.
On what period.
History is written by the winners, Evan, so they can write themselves off as not doing some of the things.
That is a dirty, rotten lie. History is written by historians,
and apparently they liked Rome. But yeah, the point is, he literally found a book about the Romans and was like, I will model everything after that and put me in charge.
Yes.
To the point where, in order to maintain the facade, if anyone mentions Roman legions, he has them murdered. Just so that no one knows he's copying.
If anybody... Wait, but...
Well,
he's not calling them Roman?
Well, no, they're called Kaiser's Legion instead of, the Roman Emperor or Empire or whatever. And in my infinite wisdom, I am walking right over landmines!
I could see the stop for a second and just the internal reflection.
See, I'm a little upset I didn't leave my commentary in this video. It's still it's in the footage still. You can see me looking for him now. And in
I've never seen the landmines.
Get bombed by landmines, take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. But
just another day in the wastelands.
so against my other better judgment, I've decided to enter Prim, which
The place that everybody just got through telling you is a terrible place to
yes,
visit.
there
and
are
is super
well armed
dangerous.
and armored, gang members all over around here. Like in that
Fortunately,
dumpster.
You have a 40 millimeter grenade launcher.
I also have a butter knife and a 9mm.
Yes. I hope you hit another mine soon.
Thanks, Dick. Apparently the Mojave
It wouldn't be funny.
Oh, of course. The Mojave Express right here is actually my place of business.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Ah, there you go.
Yeah. I quickly realized that I should at least try when doing this.
Hey, you hit him.
My great luck does mean a lot more critical hits than you would expect. Then again, getting hit by bullets really freaking hurts.
Yeah, that's true.
Not that
Also,
I would
that guy was
know.
wearing a pink hat and glasses. What an absolute freaking bandit from the wasteland.
Oh yeah, he had some NCR dollars. I just saw me take them. Oh,
Yes.
he had a Merc adventurer outfit. These guys aren't technically
went on-
powder gangers.
He went on an adventure, all right.
I don't know who that is because he's dead and who cares.
Also,
Oh.
it's kind of funny that freaking all the NCR dudes that were like, "We can't let you cross. It's super dangerous, and here's all the reasons why." And then you just walked across, and they didn't
Excuse
bat
me,
an eye.
I'm the protagonist. Oh yes. So I have express delivery 6 of 6. 6 different packages were sent, and mine was the one that was important, as it
Yes.
contained the platinum chip.
Not to be confused with the other one that was to deliver a pair of fuzzy dice.
Yeah, well, the other, I mean, we were all just given like little trinkets to deliver, and they were all supposed to be nondescript, aside from my very special poker chip, which is also a computer chip. Haha. Very plot important
I like how
promise.
you're trying to repair this, like,
I don't have the repair for this.
admittedly very advanced robot.
That's the fun thing about like Diesel and Steampunk is, yes, we've created a robot that can think. Anyways, this guy with the wrench will fix it for you. And then he just smacks it with a wrench like the engineer from Team Fortress 2 and just, nope, it
exactly.
thinks again. Please tell me I go into the casino. No, not that one. Oh, the video ends in 20 seconds.
Oh no, we're never gonna find out what he does next. Coming up soon on...
Well, I'm going to raid a dungeon and then I'm going to visit the casino and meet my favorite character in the entire game in there.
The robot with the cowboy face?
Yes. Well, no, not the face. A cowboy hat. It's different. He says yeehaw.
Oh.
Anyways, that
Yeah, chuckle nuts.
that was the first 50 minutes.
Nice.
So, yeah, up next is a dungeon raid. They're not terrifyingly, spectacular, but they are important for the sake of storytelling and killing people in funny ways. They explode, haha.
Yeah.
So, we'll get to that eventually.
Sounds good. Yeah, this will be fun. Yeah. It is very interesting because it's something I've never played. Usually I don't play games with campaigns, but I sometimes if one interests me enough, I'll watch a Let's Play just because I want to get the story, and that's
Well, that's kind of the thing is I don't play RPGs aside from I played Wasteland with Vern and I'm working on the Fallouts slowly.
Yeah.
I literally don't have the disk space to start recording Fallout again. But I was like, I should play, this classic that everyone always goes on about. And then not only did I learn you're supposed to play a charisma character because of the great story writing in this, which I clearly didn't do.
You've just built a freaking brick. That's very lucky.
I built a brick with a cowboy hat on, and he has a gun that he stole, maybe. And like, I'm just not the kind of guy to play RPGs. I didn't explore like a solid 6th plus of the map at all. They're like, you should visit Jamestown. I'm like, why? And like, it's Super Mutant Haven. And I went, no, thank you. And then I went on my quest. And they were just like, what?
Wait, what?
You can't just not show up with
explore map.
What?
To explore map. Do things.
Yeah, no,
Go places.
When I play Doom, I don't even go for the secrets in that. I'm like, I shoot monster and it go.
I mean, simple is nice for that kind of game.
Well, that's the problem. New Vegas is a very dense RPG because you can't have a huge map on a PS3.
That's true.
So The other thing is I absolutely stumbled into a couple solutions which still perplex me to this day. Like, at the end of the game, they give you these ending cards, which is, you know, here's what happened to some of the people you met and some of the places you've been to.
Yeah, like after.
And they were like, oh, yes, these two characters went on an adventure eastward to Kansas. And I was like, who the hell are these people? I literally didn't see one of them.
These people that you've never heard of before. Also, very important. And this is a thing that would be really cool.
I was committing
game.
acts of stealth and espionage, and out of boredom, solved a quest I didn't even have.
You accidentally interacted with these people that, you know, you glimpsed in the distance as you did other things.
Yeah, pretty
now
much.
You know their backstory.
So, yeah, it's very interesting. So I totally just bumble around the wasteland, and then I'm told, oh, yes, by the way, there's a battle going on. Do you want to take sides? I'm like, not really, no. And then they're like, okay, well, you won. Like, oh, cool. In fact, I think I was so bored and kind of overpowered at the end, I sort of, you know, fist punched some bosses to death. Except, well, actually, I think the Legate, I actually had to use a gun because he had, like, regenerating health or some garbage. And I know some of the little trivia bits and Easter eggs, but it's more fun to just watch me walk into a bunch of landmines in the first hour of gameplay.
Just stumble over explosives for an hour. I'm sad that we didn't get your reaction, but I did appreciate how you also reacted as if you had just walked over the landmines again.
Well,
so that was great.
I mean, I'm still recording, so here, watch this. If Premiere will play the... I had the same reaction the first time and the second time 2 years later to blowing that man's arm off.
Yo, he's dead!
Yeah, I can see the waveform when I'm about to hit a mine.
You discovered something. Yeah, okay. Oh! Thank you, thank you.
Stupid.
Money stuff.
Yeah.
Guns!
I was talking more than usual because I was recording this instead of just playing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm upset about. Skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, I go inside. Wait, I'm sure I mentioned.
It's after you go inside.
Steal it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, I go inside.
This cowboy hat is not very, Ugh.
So, you know, I'm Mimi good at, you know, kill stuff much.
Yeah.
Skip ahead a little bit.
The trash aside, even.
Oh yeah, I'm pointing out why do they have these burnt books around?
Seriously, why do they not just throw the trash aside, even? Let's just keep this trash in the way so we don't forget what the world is like today. Yo, I'm gonna go talk to these powder ganger dudes.
Oh, apparently I haven't really become aware of the fact that they technically pose a threat.
You lost?
A little bit.
It's so obvious in retrospect.
It's right there, right?
It's right there and it's bright, but I'm looking at like the top half of the screen.
Yeah.
Don't even say anything.
Just lost a leg to a landmine. Take a sip from the canteen.
It's amazing. The meta here is just phenomenal.
Oh!
Oh yes, I was surprised that I was being shot at in a place I was told I'd be shot at.
You're gonna be shot at here. Oh.
Handled. Do you have any, oh, you do have 9mm.
I don't have very good one-liners, I don't think.
Handled.
Yeah, it's not a good one-liner, I'm sorry, Dig.
Yo, do you have any,
Saying you handled a mercenary, oh boy.
Yo, here's my old job. I wonder if anyone's still alive. Who's Daniel?